Aloha, this is lesson 279 from A Course in Miracles with Hope Johnson. Creation's freedom promises my own. The end of dreams is promised me because God's Son is not abandoned by His love. Only in dreams is there a time when He appears to be in prison and awaits a future freedom, if it be at all. Yet in reality, His dreams are gone, with truth established in their place. And now is freedom His already. Should I wait in chains which have been severed for release, when God is offering me freedom now? I will accept your promises today and give my faith to them. My Father loves the Son whom He created as His own. Would you withhold the gifts you gave to me? And that concludes the text. Creation's freedom promises my own. So this is a release from future-based salvation. It's meant to return your mind to what's already given you. So freedom is not in the future. It says, should I wait in chains which have been severed for my release? That makes no sense. If you're waiting, you're just waiting for nothing. Because freedom isn't coming later. It's only right now. The illusion of waiting is one of the final defenses that the ego has set up. Waiting. Next lifetime maybe. The belief that freedom is coming, it's just affirming that you're in bondage now. You're tied to illusions now. Freedom's not coming later. It's not coming later. There is no later. While you pretend that you're bound to your conditioning, your past conditioning. This belief that freedom's coming really is affirming your bondage now. Look at what clings to the idea that peace is coming later. When you get better or something else happens, whatever the idea. Freedom is the promise of God only now. It says creation's freedom promises my own. Is creation free or not? Is creation bound by what you learned in the past, for instance? Is creation bound by your government? Is creation bound by weather modification or nuclear testing? Hardly. You're not free because of anything you've done. You haven't really done anything. You're free because freedom is what creation is. This is your birthright to be able to look past illusions, any illusions, no matter how large they seem. There's no way God created your confinement. Therefore, it does not exist. In truth, it doesn't exist. You're not abandoned by God. It says God's Son is not abandoned by His love, by God's love. Cannot be abandoned. Fear, the ego's voice, is constantly whispering that you've been left behind. That's what it does. Doesn't mean it's true. It's a guilty imagining that you've disqualified yourself somehow. And now you have some road to return, some path you have to follow to return. But these are just dreams, not real verdicts. God isn't a judge of you. You've judged yourself, but only in a dream. That's why it could be erased right now upon your choice. You were created by love, so you can't be unloved. That's not possible. Dreams are already over. In reality, his dreams are gone, it says. In reality, gone. You're not working toward awakening. You're just remembering you never left what's true. Your dreams are gone. You're not even asleep. You're just pretending. Pretending to be asleep. You don't need to undo the past. You only stop reenacting it. You stop believing you're bound by it. You stop pretending that it's affecting you now. Notice your actions. Notice what you're doing today that assumes you're in prison. Notice that. It's hilarious. And then laugh. Be joyful about it. Don't worry about it. Just the noticing is it. Because, for so long we pretend like we don't see. But your mind's recording everything. Truth has already replaced illusion as it is. It says, truth established in their place. There's nothing you need to do. Just uncover the truth. Let's say it isn't even hiding behind layers. It is the layer beneath all the hiding. Believing we have these layers to go through, that's another thing. You might ask, what if I'm already free and I just forgot? When you believe that you're bound by anything, what if I'm already free? Acceptance doesn't take any effort, and it says, I will accept your promises. You're not being asked to earn anything. You're only asked to accept what's already given. This isn't a passive thing. It's consent to be what's true, to be what's already true. God wouldn't withhold from you what he already gave you. There's a question in this lesson that says, would you, meaning God, that's a capital Y, would you withhold the gifts? Of course not. If you feel lack, it's not because God is withholding, because you are listening to a thought that says that withholding is valid. It's because you're allowing your perception to make your inheritance somewhere out in the future. Just like the sun hasn't left the sky, the knowledge of God has not left your mind. It's just clouded by mistaken identity that you're choosing now. Choose again. Don't wait for freedom. Accept the promise now. Repeat this lesson whenever the temptation to strive or postpone or doubt what's given you now. Creation's freedom promises my own. So first thing, when you start this lesson, release the stories of delayed peace, delayed salvation, delayed redemption. Make that your intention today, to release these stories. Freedom's not in the future. It's now. It's your present identity. Make an intention to recognize this. And throughout the day, in moments of delay or doubt, am I waiting for what's already been given to me? And take a breath. I like to take a breath by exhaling completely and then inhaling. I receive this now. In the evening, notice where you delayed your joy or peace. Sometimes it's really subtle where you're just delaying your joy or peace. Let's say, for instance, around here in Mexico, sometimes there will be a loud car going by. I mean, they actually are speaking on a loud speakerphone about the goods and wares they have for sale. And it's super loud. I use that because I'll notice a sense like I need to wait for that car to go by, to pass by before I can have peace. And I just breathe with that noise. You know, it'll get louder and louder as it's coming toward my place. And I'll notice it and I'll go, okay, here's the opportunity. I'll breathe through that sound with that sound, focusing on the exhale mostly. And when the inhale comes in, I accept. Thank you. It's like breathing out the stress and tension that seems to come from the world, breathing in the truth. See? And then I'm glad, I'm happy that the car is going by. The guy's receiving blessings from me. Right? So notice, where did I delay joy or peace? What belief or perception told me I needed to wait? Can I gently lay that down now? Right? You're not behind. No one is ahead of you. You don't have anything left to do. You don't need to finish this course even. You're not stuck. You're awakening to the freedom that never left. So, twice today and every hour, creation's freedom promises my own. And any time some future-based salvation thought pops up, creation's freedom promises my own. Have a beautiful remembrance. I love you.